Hello everyone, my name is Manjunath Venkatram. Welcome to another session of Enterprise 360. In this module, we're going to learn about Enterprise 360 ServiceNow ITSM integration, how you can actually interconnect both the solutions for ITSM integration. The first thing is to log into your ServiceNow solution and look for a site reliability operations module. The site reliability operations module is an absolute must for this integration. Check if you already have it enabled. If you do not have it enabled, make sure that you install the site reliability operations module. You can go into all the applications, search for the applications inside your ServiceNow and launch all the applications under the studio. And now we will actually search for site reliability operations. If you already have site reliability operations, you can skip this section and directly jump into the next level of configuration. We are assuming here that you may not have the site reliability operations. So search for site reliability operations under the all applications area, and you should be able to see the site reliability operations modules. And there are two parts to the site reliability operations. Site reliability operations modules, some of them they inherit from the IT operations management, ITOM modules as well. So you have to install all the sub-modules under the site reliability operations, which is the site reliability operations module, the site reliability metrics module, event management connectors, and alert rules management. So we already installed in our ServiceNow, hence it's showing as installed. In your case, if any of them shows it as uninstalled or you have to install new, just click the install and it will install all these modules. So the site reliability metrics and site reliability operations are also part of ITOM. So just go to the ITOM health and enable and install those modules as well. Now once you are done with this, you should be able to see site reliability operations module workflow inside your navigation tree, and you can click on the site reliability operations workflow and you can launch it. So once you are inside the site reliability operations workflow, you have to go into the services tab on the left hand side. Click on the services tab. Now we are going to start creating a new service inside the SRO module of ServiceNow. Click on create new service, add a service. So you can actually give a name for the new service. So go ahead and give a new name for the service. In this example, we are giving ThoughtData E360 as the name. You can give whatever name you would like, and you can actually choose the support team, which is going to attend to all the events which are coming from this particular service. If you have a particular team or you're a common team you have created in ServiceNow, you can actually select the team. For this example, we are using ITSM app dev as the team. You can give a description of the service, and you can update the service and save the relationships on the top right hand corner. It will take a few seconds for the system to create this service, so just wait for the message. So you should see a message that the service is created. So as you can see there, the service is now created. Now once the message comes, you can close this workflow and go back to the services tab and just refresh the tab on the middle pane on the right hand side. You should be able to see the new service which you just created. So click on the new service which you just created. There are some additional configurations which are required to be done for this particular service. Now you can, in the additional information section configuration, you can actually select a business criticality for all events which are going to come from this service. Right now we are going to choose somewhat critical, and you can choose the operational status, and you can choose the environment of ServiceNow, whether it is production, development, and so on. And one another important piece of configuration is in the integrations tab. Click on the integrations tab. We are going to add a new integration configuration right here. Click on the new. So this new integration is going to create what is called as a webhook URL, which is going to be used for Enterprise 360's integration. So go ahead and give a name for this integration, and you can actually create a source. In the source section, make sure you select Grafana push connector. That's the integration module which we will use for this. you can optionally choose create incident and trigger notification. If you choose these two options, any event which is coming from Enterprise 360, an incident will be automatically created and a notification will also be actually sent. So wait for save the configuration, and once you save the configuration, wait for the system to create the URL. Now you can see that a webhook URL has been created. Now this URL is extremely important because you're going to use this URL for configuration inside Enterprise 360. Copy this URL into a notepad and save it for future reference. Now once you're done with this configuration, we have to now go back into ServiceNow and we'll have to add a user for this integration. So go to your ServiceNow and go for users under the operations and user administration. Now we are going to create a new user for this integration, which we are going to use in the Enterprise 360 also for configuration. Click on the new user, create a new user in ServiceNow. You can give any user ID, whatever you prefer. So make sure when you are creating the user, you choose the password needs reset, because ServiceNow actually creates an automated password for the user. So you need a password, static password for Enterprise 360. So make sure that you select password needs reset and check the checkbox of active, so the user is always active. Create this user. Now the user is actually created. Now you have to set the password for the user. Click on set password. Now you can generate a new password for the user. So generate a new password, copy the password into a notepad, which you will be using for logging into ServiceNow as this particular user to reset the password. Now once you're done with this, log out as administrator, log in as the new user what you have created, give the old password, which is the password what ServiceNow generated, give a new password whatever you choose. Remember the password what you have given, because you're going to use this password in Enterprise 360 for configuration. Submit the password. Now the password is set for this particular user. Now you have to log in back as administrator inside ServiceNow. There is one more piece of configuration which is required. You have to associate this user with a particular role. So go back into the user directory, select this particular user. Now go to the role section, and inside the role section, now you have to add a new role to this particular user. The role which will be required for this integration is called as event management integration. You can search for event EVT underscore MGMT underscore integration. So that's the role which is required. Select that particular role and move it on to the right hand side and save that particular role for this user. Now this completes the user configuration which is required for the integration in ServiceNow. Now we're going to go into Enterprise 360 and we're going to start the configuration here. On the left hand side inside Enterprise 360 there is an alerts tab. Go into the notification channels, launch the notification channel, launch a new notification channel, give a name to it, select type as webhook, and paste the URL which you got from ServiceNow, right? The URL which we just created in ServiceNow. Under the HTTP method, choose post, give the right username and password what you had actually just created for the integration, and test the notification. You should see it succeed. The notification has to succeed, which means that the communication between Enterprise 360 and ServiceNow is working. Once you're done with this, now you'll have to associate the alert configurations in Enterprise 360 with the notification channel which you just created inside Enterprise 360. So go into any of the alert configuration, whatever you have enabled alerts on any of the panels in dashboards, select the new notification channel which you have just created and save and apply. So you have to do this for all the alerts which you want to come into ServiceNow. So once you're done with this, this completes the configuration on Enterprise 360. Come back into ServiceNow inside reliability operations, navigate into the services workflow. You should be able to see all the events now coming inside your ServiceNow. You can see that there are 8 alerts which have come, there are 8 incidents which has been created, you can click on the service which you have just created, and you should be able to visualize all the alerts. So all the alerts which are generated in Enterprise 360, now you can visualize inside ServiceNow. You can see individual alerts on the right hand side right there. You can click on any of the alert, go into the details of the alert. You can see that there is a URL which is associated with this alert. Now using this URL, you can actually come back into Enterprise 360. So click on that URL, open a new browser tab, and launch that particular URL, and you should be able to come back into the actual dashboard and the panel which originated that alert in Enterprise 360. So you can troubleshoot that particular alert directly in Enterprise 360. So it will directly take you into the actual panel which generated that alert. So you can read about the details of the alert. You can go down and it will show you all the metrics, which metric originated the alert, which server or the device IP originated the alert, and you can also see all the related information about the alert. So the metric value which got breached on the threshold, everything is available as well. If you have configured incidents creation for alerts, you should also see incidents. Automatically every alert which gets which comes from Enterprise 360 will also be coming as an incident. The ServiceNow will automatically create an incident for them. You can also see that alert in the incidents tab of the alerts. You can see there is an association. You can see which incident has been created for that particular alert. You can go back into the services area again in the ServiceNow in service reliability site reliability operations. Now you can actually launch incidents, and you can see that there are 8 incidents which has been created for each and every alert, and all the information inside the alert has been translated into an incident as well, with criticality and association, and all the details inside the alert will also be now carried forward into the incident as well. So you can do the incident management directly in ServiceNow. So you can further take actions on this incident, assign it to the right person, and triage this incident inside ServiceNow. This completes the integration workflow. Thank you for watching.